Hi everyone, welcome to Organic 1. The class runs from May 18 to June 26. This is a 6-week class. This is my contact information. I did provide you with my cell phone. You can use that in case you have any questions. You can text me or you can email me. To go through the materials that are required for this course, we do have two platforms that you would need to purchase. The first one is the Cengage. This is the OWL subscription that you would need to buy. There are two ways that you can go ahead and buy that, either through the bookstore or what you can do is you go to eCampus. Let's go to eCampus over here. So once you go to eCampus, this is the platform over there. There is a folder which is labeled OWL Introduction, How to Register. So you can click on that. And there's a video over here that you watch. And this video will walk you through the steps that you would need to take in order to register for the course. If you don't want to watch the video, please read the PDF file. Now, after you watch the video or read the PDF, then what you need to do is go into this link over here. So go into this folder, links to ebooks and OWL assignments. And normally Cengage link has this icon. So any file that you see that has this icon, this is the Cengage. So you are going to press on any one of those. I would press on the CHEM 233 summer 2026, and after you do this, right now I am registered, so it's going to take me directly into the platform. But once you go ahead and you press on it, you're going to follow the steps that you saw in the video, and it's going to register you. Guys, you don't have to buy it at the beginning. You do have a 7-day grace period, but after the 7-day grace period, you have to go ahead and buy that. Please make sure that you purchase the right package. And the right package, I do believe it's found in this syllabus over here. It does have an ISBN number. This is specifically for the summer. I don't want you to buy the 2 terms. I want you only to buy the 1-term subscription. And this 1-term subscription is good for Organic 1 and Organic 2. We will be using the same platform in Organic 2 as well. Whether you're taking Organic 2 online with me in the summer or online with me in the fall, because if you were not able to register in Organic 2 in the summer, in summer 2 you can also register in the fall. So whether you're doing this or that, you can use that same package that you bought in here. You don't have to buy it again. Please make sure you buy the right subscription. Okay, as I said, there is a 7-day grace period that you don't have to pay during those 7 days. You can go ahead and start accessing your assignments right away, but after the 7 days, you have to pay. If you need an extension for the 7-day grace period, I can extend it for another week, so I can do it 14 days. But you need to let me know. Okay, that's the first platform over there. And again, any any Cengage assignment, you have to access this through eCampus. So I don't want you to go to the main Cengage website. You just need to access it through eCampus, through any Cengage link. Okay, so that is for the Cengage. Now, what are we using the OWL assignments for? Every chapter, these are the list of chapters in there. We are going to cover from chapter 1 until chapter 11. So every chapter does have materials in there and does have a homework assignment. Cengage, which is the same as OWL, is part of the assignments in there. So this is the Cengage OWL assignments, and every chapter has 2 OWL assignments. So these are the 2 OWL assignments. How do you access your assignments? Through here, through these links. So you don't go to the Cengage main website. No, don't do this. You access every single assignment through eCampus. So you just click on it, and then you are going to see the assignment popping right away in there. So all what you need to do is just go ahead and start your assignment. Start your assignments. All OWL assignments have an extended due date, and the extended due date is the last day of classes, which is June the 26th. Yes, it is recommended that you go ahead and you submit your assignments, your OWL assignments before that, but you do have the option to submit on June 26th. So that is regarding the OWL assignments. The second platform that we would need to use is the Top Hat platform. Now, guys, all of you, you did receive an email from me for Top Hat. So please go ahead and accept that invitation. I did send you the invitation, so please accept the invitation. And in case you did not receive the email, then what you need to do is just go ahead and copy this website over here. So this is the website, and this is the join code for the class, for our class in there. You can either do this from the syllabus, or you can go ahead and go through eCampus. So let's go up there. This is Top Hat instructions how to register. So press on this folder over here and press on, I believe, the Top Hat registration. So you go ahead and you copy, or you can go into tophat.com, and or you can go into this website over here. Okay. This does have the joint code for our class, so you can use that and you can put the joint code, and immediately you are going to access our class. Of course, there is a fee that you would need to pay for Top Hat, and I believe that they also give you a grace period, couple of days grace period, in order to pay that fee. But this is the joint code for the class. If you purchase Top Hat through the library, then or through the bookstore, then they would give you a code. The code is different than the joint code. The joint code, every student needs to put the joint code in order to access the class. But the code that you purchase from the bookstore, this is to allow you to access Top Hat. Okay, so that is how to access Top Hat. What are we going to be using Top Hat for? We're going to be using Top Hat for an additional one assignment, and for the quizzes and for the exams. This is a secure platform that allows exams to be proctored. So this is why I use this platform over here. So if you look at the structure of the course, as I mentioned, it's from chapter 1 until chapter 11. So every chapter does have a folder that is called lecture material that you can access. In this lecture material, there are YouTube videos. These videos, I recorded them, and they look like this. So they look like that in here. They should be open for everybody, but in case you find a video that is locked, please let me know. But I should have opened every video for everybody. Believe me, this is the shortest I could make these videos in there, because there's a lot of information, especially for chapter 1, because chapter 1 is supposed to be a revision of Chem 115. So all the material that you need from Chem 115, I included those in chapter 1 in there. So please make sure to follow the order. So you see lecture 1, lecture 2, lecture 3, 4, 5. Follow the order in there. Every single video is followed through the notes. So if you go over here again in the lecture material, there is class 1 notes, chapter 1 class notes. So you can go ahead and press that and download the file, you guys. So these are the notes that I am using while I'm explaining in the video. So you can go ahead and these are all solved. So you can go ahead and download these notes in there and follow up with the video. Okay, so this is the YouTube video. So how do you go with every chapter? Every chapter has videos, so you go ahead and you watch these videos, follow up with the notes. After you watch the videos and the notes, there is a folder in there that's called extra problems. I cannot stress how important that is. These extra problems, actually, they are practice with their key They are practice on every single topic in that chapter. So, and these are hard problems and easy problems. So please go ahead and work those out. You don't have to submit any of them. Now, chapter one, as I said, because it does have a lot of topics in there, it's actually a lot of 115, Chem 115 topics that need to be covered. You would see a lot of problem sets in there. Don't freak out. So I would go ahead and download these problem sets and just read through these problem sets in there. Make sure you understand. Guys, if you don't understand, I am here. Just let me know. I'll go Teams with you and I'll explain everything. Okay. So these problem set folder, and this runs for every single chapter. Now, of course, other chapters will have less problem sets, like one or two problem sets, and not more than that. Um, but chapters 1 and 2, these are revision for 115, 116, so they would have more problem sets than usual. And then you have a folder which is the related tables in there. So these related tables, you can print them for the exam. Every chapter that has a related table or a summary for reactions, you print those and you bring them to the exam. Okay, so all of these you can print exam to the exam, and then you do have your homework assignments. We're still in chapter one. So you have your homework assignments in there, and in the homework assignments, there's the OWL assignments, and this is how you access your OWL assignments. And then there is a top hat assignment. So once you do the subscription for the top hat, you just go ahead through eCampus, through here, through this icon, you press on the top hat assignments, and that will take you through the assignments for the class. So right now, what you will see from the first day of classes, you would see all your assignments in there, you would see the quizzes, and you would see practice exams. So these are practice exams, and this is the Top Hat platform. So these are practice exams. You have practice exam 1, 2, 3, and you have an additional practice exam for chapters 10 and 11. I would strongly recommend that you go over these practice exams before your exam. So for exam 1, go over practice exam 1 in there. Because these practices, these are old exams, and they will have same format. So your exam is going to be the same format. It's going to be multiple choice. And it's not going to be all multiple choice. There will be free answers, specifically when we start nomenclature of organic compounds. So you will have free answers in there as well. There is something called organic assessment exam. That you don't have to worry about it until the end of the semester. And this one is a practice for the final exam. But this one is a must for you to do. So I made it like an exam that you have to do. But I would strongly recommend that you do it in the last week of classes, because for this one, once you open it, you have to finish it up. And if you finish it up, it doesn't matter if you get all the answers right or wrong. But if you finish it up, you would get an extra 15 points added to your final exam. So it serves as an extra credit for the final exam, and it also serves as a practice for the final exam as well. So this is why I said just leave it till the last week, so that we would have covered everything, and then you go ahead and you do this assessment exam in there. Okay. So that is regarding the assessment exam. So as I said, every assignment has a due date. For convenience, I did open up all the assignments and all the quizzes for all the course material in there, because I know that some of you would prefer to work ahead. So I have no problem with this. So if you want to work ahead, just go ahead and work ahead. I have no problem with that. Okay, so that is regarding the structure of the course and the structure of every single chapter in there. So back to the syllabus. Okay, I don't want it to be a long video, so I'm just saying the important notes in here. Okay, so let's scroll a little bit down in there into the course schedule. So for this course schedule, as I mentioned, every single chapter will have the materials that you would need to submit are 2 owl assignments, one top hat assignment, and one quiz. Okay. Now, the OWL assignments, because these they do take time, and there for the OWL assignments, I made the due date to be the last day of classes. But guys, it's highly recommended that you do it before every exam. I would really push for you doing it before every exam. But if you need more time, you have that grace period extended time. It's fine. Um, those all are practice for your exams. So if you want to really do well for in the exam, you have to finish your assignments before the exam. Now for the top hat assignment and the quizzes, these are the due dates in there. For convenience, I made every chapter or every exam material have a due date for their assignments to be the same. So, for example, exam one, it's going to be on May 28th. It's going to be on a Thursday. So your homework material is due on May 28th. I would again recommend that you submit your OWL homework as well on May 28th, but you can also leave it and take time in order to do it as well. Don't push it to June 26th, okay? Don't. So before every exam, I would do a Teams meeting. As I mentioned earlier, I can be as involved as you want me to be in this course. So I can do a Teams meeting every single day. I can do individual Teams meeting, and I have no problem with this. So if you are studying and running into issues, you can simply text me or email me, and I'll go Teams with you, and I'll explain whatever you don't understand. I don't want you to accumulate the material until the end because this is a hard course. It is a very hard course, and it's going to be impossible for you to finish that much assignments, that much material coverage in a very short time if you accumulate everything till the end. We will do a revision session. For now, I left it to be from 2 to 4 before a day before every exam. Now, in this revision session, I've named it as a question answer session. If you have any questions, you just let me know and I'll answer your questions. And I'll go over revision as well, and I'll review chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3 for you. This session will be recorded and it will be posted on Google Drive. If you look at, let's see, if you go, I already sent you an email invitation for the Google Drive. Please go ahead and accept it. And to access this video for the help session only, okay? Videos for only the help session, we're going to go to Google Drive. I'm not going to upload them to YouTube, so you're going to go to Google Drive in there, press on this icon. Right now, it is empty, but you're going to see the video over here for that session. So go ahead and watch it in case you did not attend that revision session. The revision session is optional. I mean, you don't have to attend it, but it's highly recommended that you go ahead and you attend that. So for the exams, I'm offering two different times for the exams, just for your convenience. So for example, exam 1, we're going to do from 9 to 10 on May the 28th, or from 8:15 to 9:15. This is a 60-minute exam. You're not going to be allowed to have more than 60 minutes unless you have an accommodation. So if you have an accommodation, please let me know a week ahead that you have an accommodation extended time in there. And then I would go ahead and accommodate you. Other than that, the exam is a 60-minute and we're going to keep it like that. These are the two times that I am proposing in there. And a day before the exam, I'm going to go ahead and shoot you an email, a Teams link invitation for both times. You choose the time that is more convenient for you and you accept the invitation. So once you choose the time in there, you're not going to be allowed to appear or to go ahead and come into the other time, or else it's going to be called a cheating. So please pay attention to that. If you need me to accommodate you on a different time on May 28th and there for the first or the second or the third exam, I have no problem with this. You just need to communicate with me, and you need to let me know. So let's go over the structure of the exams in there. All your three exams and your final exam will be done on Top Hat. And Top Hat is a lockdown browser platform that allows me to proctor the exam. So as I said, there are two times that you can do the exam, either at 9 in the morning or at 8:15 p.m. The day before the exam, I'm going to send you a Teams link for both of these times. You go ahead and you sign in for the time that it's best and it's convenient for you. Please don't show up to the other time in there. And once you do this, you have to make sure on the day of the exam that you have the following stuff in there. So please read it through. First of all, you would need to have a laptop or a desktop, just one. You cannot be working on two laptops in there. Okay, that is considered to be cheating. I want your laptop to have a camera in there so that you can I can see you, because all of these exams are monitored. So a camera is a must. If your computer does not have a camera, then you are allowed to use your cell phone, and you can use your cell phone as a camera in there. So you log in to Teams link, you open the camera through your cell phone. I have no problem with this. If you are working in the exam, you're only allowed to use the laptop. You're not allowed to use your cell phone, except if you want to use it as a camera, then you go ahead and you use that. You would need an ID. Any sort of ID can work. A WVU ID, any sort of ID that has a picture, that has your picture in there. It can be a driver's license, by the way. If you are not a WVU student, it's not a big deal. But I want an ID with a picture in there. Make sure that it is there on the day of the exam. Make sure that you are 10 minutes early on the day of the exam, because once I go ahead and I send you the link in there on the day of the exam. Everybody is gonna log in, and it's gonna take you into that into a room where you have to wait until I give you access. So don't get frustrated. If the exam is, let's say, if the exam is at 9 in the morning, okay, I want you to be at 8:50 ready, and you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait until 9. So once it is 9, I'm gonna let everybody in, and once I let everybody in, I'm going to ask to see the ID, and I'm going to ask to see any additional handouts that you have. See that folder with the tables that I showed you at the beginning of this video, or any summary in there. You can go ahead and print those and bring them to the exam. I have no problem with this. You need to show me everything that you are using in the exam, and after this, you can go ahead and you start your exam. Guys, once you start your exam, you are not allowed to access any additional website or anything like this. I want you to focus on the exam. I don't want you to be looking around. You are going to be muted, but you are not allowed to speak during the exam. So if I see you that you are talking during the exam, this is also considered cheating. So you will be locked out of the exam. If you leave your exam, then you're going to be locked out of the exam. And as I mentioned earlier, this is proctored. So I want you to be in seat. I want you to focus on your exam, focus on the camera in there. Don't look around, and finish your exam. You won't have too much time. 60 minutes is barely the time that you need to finish all the questions. You can read through that. You do have your final exam in there. Any makeup exam, so if you miss any exam, just email me in there with the excuse, and I can go ahead and redo those exams for you. I also have included important dates, so please go ahead and look through those. Let's see if we covered everything in there. So this is okay. Now, regarding OWL, once you start with OWL, we do use the OWL platform because in this platform it allows you to use ChemDraw and draw the organic structures in there. So it teaches you how to draw organic structures. Up to a certain point, you guys, you would need to watch these two videos in there. These videos are found in the OWL introduction folder, and these will walk you through how to draw, how to include the oxygen, the nitrogen, how to draw a cyanide group in there. Um, let's see, and there's also additional thing that I want you to see in the OWL. So if you go to Cengage after you go ahead and you subscribe and everything, you go to the study tool. So these are your assignments over here. This is your study tool. So you go to the study tool, and in the study tool, you can access your ebook. You don't need the ebook because I provide you with all the notes, all the videos, everything. But if you need the ebook, this is the ebook. This is the student study guide, and they're in the solution manual as well. So these include additional problems and additional solutions in there. So you can access all of the material in there as well. Um, for the assignments, the first one, two, three, and four. So the first four of them, I did open those. So I did open. Actually, I didn't open them. I'll go ahead and open those for you. But these are not a must that you complete. These are not part of your assignments, but these will show you. So this one, for example, here, the Chem Doodle Sketcher, it's gonna show you how to draw organic structures in there, how to include heteroatoms in the structure as well. So if you don't know how to draw organic structures, I strongly recommend that you go ahead and you do this assignment in there. You don't have to submit it, you don't have to do anything, but it's just like a practice for you on how to draw organic structures. So back to eCampus, starting from chapter 6, we will start organic reactions. So every single chapter will have a reaction summary. So to access this reaction summary, because you need to print it and bring it to the exam, you go into the lecture material in there and you would see the reaction summary for the chapter. Please print and bring it to the exam. Now, how to calculate your grade. So I've included the percentages of all the assignments and the homeworks and the quizzes and the exams in here in the syllabus, and those percentages are also embedded in the grade book as well. Okay, so right now, if you go into the grade book, you are going to see probably all of these columns in there, and these are your OWL assignments. Your grade is going to be your overall grade, and that grade is going to be a percentage. The percentage is going to start very low because it's going to build up to the 100%. So it's not going to start from the 100%, it's going to build up. Whatever material that you submit, its percentage is going to add to your overall grade in there. So if you start by, for example, if you start by the OWL assignment, if you start by the OWL assignment the OWL assignment, each OWL assignment will have, all OWL assignments will be 12.5%. So each OWL assignment probably it's going to be a 1% or less than 1%. So let's say, for example, if you go ahead and you submit chapter 2 OWL assignment, that you're going to see like a 1 or 2% in there. So if you see a 2%, just don't freak out, because again, whatever you submit is its percentage is going to be added to your overall grade in there. After you submit everything in the course, the sum of these percentages will be up to 100%. So this is how you are going to get your average in there of the 100%. Okay, guys, so I think I covered everything so far. If you have any questions, just let me know. Let's scroll down a little bit over here. So these are the days covered for every single chapter, and I would strongly recommend that you go by these dates in there. This is more than enough time to cover all of these chapters. Now, chapter 1 and chapter 2, as I mentioned, this is a revision of Chem 115. Chapter 2 is a revision of Chem 116 and there. So the materials that are found in chapter 1 and chapter 2, they should be familiar to you. So they shouldn't take you much time in there in order to cover them. Please follow the date covered. Don't let yourself get behind. I am always here. If you need any help, you just go ahead and you text me, you email me, and I'll send a Teams link to you, and I can meet with you individually, or I can schedule a meeting for the whole class. This meeting, if I schedule a meeting for the whole class, the meeting is not a must to attend, but if you attend, it is recommended. And any meeting that we do through Teams, that is going to be recorded, and it will be uploaded to Google Drive. This is the end of my video. Again, I wish you good luck in the course. Don't let the material accumulate, and let me know if you have any questions.